So 12 months ago, almost to the day, we all took off for spring break knowing that when we came back, school was going to be entirely online. And that's about the time that I started Operation Cookie Drop, and I made a bunch of batches of cookies and dropped them around campus for people living on campus so that the comfort food could kind of buffer the stress of a completely unknown environment. I bring that up because since then, I started a team on Teams called Learning, and what I've been trying to encourage there is for people to talk about what we could do to turn college from schoolwork and something that we feel a little bit cynical about into learning and something that we do with more integrity. And it's been kind of a stop and start process. A couple of weeks ago, I put a challenge out. If we could get 20 different people to contribute to that conversation, I'd make another batch of cookies. And we heard from 3 people, and that was it. And so I thought it's possible that people just don't want to think of college that way, but I hope that's not true. I thought it's possible that, well, Teams is just not the environment for that conversation to happen, and I still think that might be true. But I also held out the possibility it might just be that everyone's busy. And that brings me to the point of this video, because it's spring break now, and it's kind of a lame spring break because there aren't that many places people can go or things people can do, and so there are a lot of people cooped up on campus. And so I want to renew the offer that I made before, but obviously I'm making this offer to a slightly broader audience of people. I am using the cookies to try to establish a habit for us to talk openly about, are you really comfortable that you're approaching what you study in college with integrity and trying to learn it? Or do you find yourself managing it like schoolwork, like taking shortcuts, doing papers and knowing that you didn't learn anything from doing the paper, cramming the night before a test, knowing that you're not going to retain anything that you studied? If we are doing that, that's something we can talk to one another about, and we might be able to help one another, support one another, pray for one another, to where we take the opportunity that we have in college and we receive it in a way that's aligned with the Father's heart, and it becomes truly about learning. So that's my challenge. And if you want to join the learning team, if you're not already on it, and if you want to contribute to that conversation, when we get up to 20 people who've made some kind of contribution to that conversation, I've got the makings for pumpkin pie cookies, I've got the makings for cheesecake and caramel cookies, and I can just make chocolate chip cookies. I can make them gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and if you have a suggestion, I'll take it on as a challenge. It's my spring break too, and I've got time to get in the kitchen and make some cookies. So that is an offer that's available to you if your spring break this year is seeming a little bit more drab than it would in a typical year. Take me up on it.